Hey, good morning. This is Jeb Smith, Coldwell Banker Residential Brokerage here in Southern California. And today I want to talk about the subject of pocket listings. It's kind of one of those trendy things that's come up over the last couple of years with regards to the real estate industry and how they're perceived and so on and so forth. So I just want to take a minute and talk about pocket listings, what they are, and why as a seller they're not really advantageous to get the most amount of money for your property. And if you're seriously considering selling your property, you should actually list it on the MLS with an active realtor to get the most exposure. So let's start off with the definition of a pocket listing. Essentially, a pocket listing is a property that is for sale but isn't actively marketed online on the MLS. So an agent may have a pocket listing. It may be an open listing. There may be several agents that are aware that a particular seller is interested in selling their house, but the caveat is the seller has no interest in actually committing to putting it online with an agent or any agent for that matter to market the home for sale. So ideally, in the perfect situation, what happens is a seller tells, an agent, hey, look, I'm interested in selling my property, for this number. If you have any buyers, let me know. And then agents will try to find buyers for that particular property, bring them in, show them the property, make a deal, and all is kosher, right? But that's not always what happens. In a market like we're in right now, with very low inventory, there are listings that aren't on the market, and a lot of properties sell without ever going on the MLS. That's a good thing, right, for the agent that has the property, but not so good if you're the actual client selling the property. And the reason that I say that is because if there's one person interested in your property, there's probably more than one interested in your property, right? So, if you're looking to get top dollar for your home, get the most amount of money for your home, the idea is to put it online so that more people can see it, or on the MLS rather, so that it syndicates online. Allow agents to market the home to their database, to other agents, to their networks, what have you. And then that way you set yourself up or put yourself in a position to get the maximum amount of exposure for your home. So, exposure drives demand, demand drives price. So the more exposure you have, it's in theory, the higher price you'll have. And so by listing your property with an active agent, not keeping it as a pocket listing, you have an opportunity to get the most amount of money for your property. And that's why it's not so good of a thing for a seller, right? If you're looking to keep your property offline. And there are cases where it does make sense for certain people not to list their homes on the market. Maybe they're not looking to maximize price. Maybe they're only looking for a certain dollar amount, and maybe the house is in shambles and they don't want to show it. There's a lot of reasons why, but I would say 9 times out of 10, that is not why people keep them off market. People keep them off market because they think that they can still get the maximum amount of dollar by just telling their agent to find them a particular property. And I'll tell you, there are many pocket listings I've come across in my day that sold below what the actual market value was because they never actually listed it on the market. So that's what a pocket listing is. And another reason I bring this up is because the National Association of Realtors made a statement, I think yesterday or the day before, where they are going to try to make it where if you have a pocket listing, that it actually has to be in the MLS. It has to be put online for multiple agents to be able to see that property and bring their buyers to it, because too often is the case where the agent that has the pocket listing actually ends up being the agent that represents the buyer on that transaction, and it can be seen as an unethical transaction in some cases because it is dual agency, and maybe they're not getting the maximum amount of or the maximum price for that property for the seller at that time. And so by putting it on the MLS, allowing other agents, other people to see that active listing, they have a better chance of getting more buyers to the table and in theory getting a better price or getting a particular a price for the property. So I hope that's helpful. If you do have additional questions about pocket listings or you're considering selling your property, have questions, feel free to reach out to me directly. Would love the opportunity to assist. Comment below if you do have any comments. Like the video. I do appreciate you taking the time to watch, and we'll see you again soon. Have a great day. Bye-bye.